It all started with a Reddit post titled The Vanishing Roommate. I moved into a new apartment last month, eager for a fresh start. My roommate, Sarah, was friendly and easygoing. Everything seemed perfect, until one night she didn't come home. I tried calling her, but her phone went straight to voicemail. I assumed she was staying with a friend. The next morning, Sarah's parents called, worried because they hadn't heard from her. I assured them I'd let them know if she returned. Days turned into a week, and I started to worry. I reported her missing to the police, but they had no leads. One night, around 3 a.m., I woke up to the sound of shuffling in the living room. My heart raced. I tiptoed out of my bedroom and found Sarah standing there, staring at the wall. Don't forget to like and subscribe for Part 2. It all started with a Reddit post titled The Vanishing Roommate Part 2. Her clothes were the same as the day she disappeared, but she looked different. Pale, with hollow eyes. "Sarah?" I whispered. She turned slowly, her eyes blank and lifeless. "Where have you been?" She didn't answer. Instead, she pointed towards her bedroom and walked inside. I followed her, but when I reached the doorway, the room was empty. Panic set in. I called the police, but they found no trace of her. They suggested I might be hallucinating from stress. Determined to find answers, I started digging into the apartment's history. I discovered that a girl had gone missing in that very apartment 5 years ago, under similar circumstances. Her body was never found. Late one night, as I was sifting through old newspapers, I heard the shuffling again. This time, I was prepared. Make sure to like and follow for Part 3. It all started with a Reddit post titled The Vanishing Roommate. Final part. I grabbed my phone and followed the sound, recording as I went. I found Sarah in the living room again, but this time, she spoke. "Help me," she whispered, her voice trembling. "He's here." Suddenly, the room grew cold and I felt a presence behind me. I turned, but saw nothing. When I looked back, Sarah was gone. The next morning, I reviewed the footage. It showed me following the shuffling noise, but Sarah was nowhere to be seen. Instead, there was a shadowy figure standing in the corner of the room. I moved out the next day, but I can't shake the feeling that something followed me. Sometimes late at night, I still hear shuffling outside my door. If you like our stories, make sure to drop a like and follow.